So in this video, I'm going to talk about why it's important that I'm able to keep my job. So I've kind of realized that, I don't know, I'm kind of lucky to have the job I have because I really didn't have a great resume. I haven't had like that much employment I haven't had like any employment since like I was a lifeguard like a long time ago. And I was basically just like doing nothing. And my anxiety was just so bad that it made it really difficult to like do anything. And I just sat inside all day. So I decided to try to get a job, and it's worked out so far. And it's been 6 months. And I don't know, like I had a meeting with one of the managers and they seem to think it's going well. It was like a check-in type thing. I guess everybody in my position is getting like a one-on-one with one of the managers, and they're just checking in just to make sure everything's going okay. And I would imagine if things weren't going okay during this meeting, the manager would say something like, listen, you messed up on this, you need to improve in this way. Like so-and-so said that you did this, maybe you can try and set this as a goal. So it was kind of almost like a review of your performance, and you also get to put input to the manager of how you think it's going or how things maybe could improve. So I had a meeting and it seemed to be going pretty good. From what the manager said, it seemed to be apparent that I was doing a pretty good job. And I realized that I'm lucky to have the job because so we got a new head manager and they're trying to hire some more employees for my position. And just from like listening and being around, it seems like this new manager is a little more strict when looking for employees. So I don't know, I just keep hearing like, oh, that person doesn't meet the requirements. I don't know, it just seems like that if I were to have applied under the new manager, I probably would not have gotten the job because all my references were like volunteer references that I just said were job references, and I kind of am good at talking on my feet and kind of improvising. So I just made myself seem a lot better than I actually was in the job interview. And that's kind of how I got the job. I think another part of it was that maybe the old manager just really needed somebody right away. And so she thought she would give me a chance even though my resume wasn't that strong. And then I kind of just killed it in the interview. So I got hired like on the spot, but I don't think I would have necessarily like deserved to get the job just based off my resume. So I think with this new manager, I probably wouldn't have even gotten to get an interview. Like I wouldn't have been invited to get an interview just based off my resume. And then, yeah, just come to think of it, I ended up getting 3 of the 4 jobs that I sent that called me back, and I probably sent out like 40 or like 50 applications. So I didn't get like a good return rate on job like interviews when I put my application out. But the interviews I did get, I did really well on. And I just think that the managers that did hire me on those interviews, one of them basically like didn't even read the resume, I don't think, because I had to fill out a new job application during the interview, but then I was able to talk myself into getting the job on the spot. And then the other manager that I got the job from, it seemed like he needed somebody right away, and maybe he didn't like interviewing people. So he just thought, okay, like, it just seemed like, I don't know, all these managers that hired me when I applied, they kind of just needed people, and they didn't really want to search. So I guess maybe that was just laziness on this part. on their part, but like the manager I have now isn't lazy at all, and I wouldn't be able to get the job. But yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe if things didn't work out, I would get another job. But another thing that I realized about this job is, I don't know, the atmosphere is really relaxed. Like the job itself isn't relaxed, but the people are more relaxed. There's also some older people that work there, so there's not as much drama. Because sometimes I hear about other retail places, and I've just heard people say like, this person wrote this person up and this person hates that person, but that person that they hate is close with the manager, so the manager's screwing them over. And just a lot of situations, like a lot of BS in politics that just seem unnecessary. So I haven't experienced like any of that in my job. So I think that also helps because it makes it so I don't have as much anxiety, but I still have tons of anxiety at my job anyways. So I don't know if it really helps. But I don't know, I just feel like I need to try and make it to a year. So I made it to 6 months, and it's been really a struggle, and it hasn't really like let up as much, but just knowing that I was able to get to this point helps. But I don't know, I guess now it's just about trying to get to that year mark, and getting through the summer and just trying to maintain what I have like put into place. But I don't know. I guess I'm happy, and I'm happy that I'm able to just be able to maintain it for as long as I can. I think that's like a big accomplishment for me, but I don't know. This video is kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if it's not really that interesting, honestly.